Hi everyone, and welcome back to Project No Buy. In today's video, we're going to be checking in on how my wardrobe tracking has been going and talking about the concept of buying less but better, and how really the focus should probably just be on buying less. Alright, so tracking in my wardrobe went totally out the window to get to the point. And I had these lofty goals of tracking every time I put an outfit together to leave the house for work, and starting this in September, I think, so that by March I would have a 6-month update. And what happened was that I don't always go to work, right? It's not a predictable work week. And due to having kind of sporadic days of having to get dressed versus not, and some of those work days being concert black days where it didn't feel as meaningful to track what I was wearing because those clothes are kind of not really up for debate and up for as much choice and flexibility as the rest of my wardrobe, it just kind of felt unsatisfying and like it wouldn't actually provide that much data aside from the fact that I have too many clothes and too many kind of workwear appropriate clothes for my actual needs. So I did sit down and tally out for the month of March as a prototype how many of those days I needed to have a workwear outfit versus a concert black outfit versus just home and everyday. And it was about 10 days of a work outfit and 8 to 10 more, depending on what services I'm on, of a concert black outfit and what the dress code is. It might be the symphony polo and black bottoms. So either way, 8 to 10 days of black or work uniform, and the rest, about 11 days, just lounging at home / casual errands wear. And so really I only need 10 outfits worth of work level clothing. And really I don't carry on this job over the summer. So this is only clothing that's necessarily appropriate for 3 seasons out of the year, right? Fall, winter, and spring. So it's not even that I really need a huge selection of work-appropriate summer wear. We also don't generally work outside. There's one service cycle over the 4th of July, so there are some outdoor services, but the dress code is correspondingly more lenient because it's really hot and everybody's pretty understanding of that. So anyway, I learned that I got dressed much fewer days than I initially thought. I have had times in my life where I had a 5-day work week, and so some of the clothing that I've kept has been residual from those times. And I'm also not trying to get rid of all of my clothing that I don't need, right? I'm not trying to be a minimalist for the sake of it. It's more about honing down my style and what I actually like and making sure that what I keep represents me in the most functional and style harmonious ways. I have a video already drafted that didn't fit into January's schedule, actually, about finding my style. And I'll give you a little preview here, my 2-step method to finding my style. The 2 steps are basically need what you need and like what you like. So that's kind of what I'm trying to do with my wardrobe as a result of tracking. And again, you'll get a more in-depth recap of this maybe for the first video of February. I know it's a ways in the future, but I do have to pre-film a little bit due to some traveling and auditions happening in the end of January, early February period. So there's a little teaser for what's to come. The focus of today's video, though, is that we're told so often, even in the best intentioned ways, to buy less but better. And I think this caveat of better, buying better, is actually causing more harm in some cases than good. And better applies to many different things, right? Better quality, better labor conditions for workers, better ethical practices, better sustainability metrics in all forms, better for our styles and for our wallets and for many personal metrics. Better can apply to many different things. So I'm not negating it as a whole, right? But I am saying that in today's society of constant marketing and influencing and just influence in general, right? Even not from directly influencer sources, as far as social media and the people who are making their living that way. If we focus on the buy better part of that mantra, right, buy less but better, then we're still approaching with a will to buy, right? We're still looking at things in the world at large with this window of what we can buy that's better, this kind of curation mindset of collecting and doing it consciously, and therefore maybe deluding ourselves a little bit into thinking we're being more conscious consumers, when really the core principle of conscious consuming is to buy less. So we can cross out this part here about buying better and just focus on the one metric of buying less. And that's what I would recommend everybody do first. whether it's through a no by year or month or weeks or whatever it might be. I think that's the most important step to tackle. And it also gives you time to realize what better really means for you. And on that note, I have a video coming about 5 things I regret specifically in my wardrobe. And some of those purchases were made as a result of trying to buy better in multiple metrics. And since having realized that my efforts to buy better were a mismatch from my actual practical needs. So coming back to, need what you need and like what you like. The need what you need has to come first. And knowing what buying better looks like in the framework of your actual life and your needs is, I think, an important but possible to overlook step if we just take the phrase together, buy less but better. So anyway, back to my wardrobe tracking. I did begin this anew on January 1st. And what I'm doing now is tracking every day. And I'm probably still not going to do the concert black because, once again, I have made the kind of yearly assessment of those clothes and put away the things that I don't think I'm going to wear and have kind of gently decluttered the others, minimized it for practical purposes. I now have most of it hanging up. So that's a bit of a change. If you haven't been in my wardrobe recently, maybe I'll insert some B-roll of that in this video. We'll see. But I have kind of gone through my concert black wear, and that's not really up for debate or modification, since those are all clothes that I wouldn't have if I didn't work at a job where black outfits were part of the uniform. So I'm tracking all of what I wear on a day-to-day basis for home and lounging around errands and just normal general work days. And I do feel like by doing it this way, I'm going to receive much more accurate data as far as the types of clothing that I need and actually use or don't need, as the case may be. I'm not doing this through the lens of what do I need, what gaps do I have to fill, but rather what can I let go of, what do I have too much of already? Because I'm approaching this with the idea that I already have more than enough. So that's kind of where I'm at, and where I suspect I'm not the only one at in this age of influencing, where everywhere we turn is an offer to buy something better online. I mean, thrifting something in some cases can be better as well. So it's not always a case of being influenced to buy something new from a sponsored campaign either. So anyway, this year's goal with wardrobe tracking is to face the reality, and I'll be doing regular check-ins with that as well. So you can see in the future what I actually wear along with myself and, appreciate the reality that I probably wear the same 4 sweatshirts for 90% of my time and resolve to not buy any non-sweatshirt clothes ever again and only replace those when they actually need replacing. It's just me projecting the ending here. And again, the wardrobe tracking is not to justify the purchase of what I use the most, but rather to reinforce the not buying of everything else. And there will be continued chats about developing and finding my own personal style from my perspective as somebody trying to unlearn all of these narratives of style influence that I picked up over the years consuming that kind of content just for fun. And so that will be a continued exploration for 2025. As always, I would love to hear your stories and experiences with things that you realized you regret buying, or things you were influenced to buy, or things that might even be on your radar to buy now, and all of the above, comment for accountability purposes. But now it's time to get into January's wardrobe experiment, which is kind of a continuation of the one I did in December, where I tried on all of the bottoms I have that are appropriate for fall-winter seasons with my red sweater as a kind of December outfits compilation of options. And I got some comments in that video to do the same thing with the final pants that I showed in that video, the Tobi pants with the dramatic silhouette at the bottom. So this portion of the video coming up is going to be me trying on those pants with a selection of tops. Now, the last time I checked my wardrobe app, the comprehensive one, I do own 50 tops. And a lot of these are duplicates, right? So I'll have multiple of the same tube top, multiple of the same tank top, different colors, multiple of similar shirts, right? A graphic t-shirt, a long-sleeved shirt, a collared button-up. So I am not going to try on literally all 50 of my tops because we would both be here all day, and I don't think anybody wants to see that. If you do need to see my whole wardrobe, if you're burning with curiosity, I did a try-on of my whole wardrobe in 2024, and I'll link that here. So I think I've chosen about 20 top options that will represent all of the categories of tops in my wardrobe. And again, this is not a styling experiment per se, so I'm not going to be adding all the bells and whistles, you know, the shoes and the bags and all that, you know, the sunglasses that aren't actually necessary for an outfit indoors or in most practical use scenarios. I'm just going to be pairing tops to bottoms, you know, keeping it simple and seeing what the general effect is. And you might also get a sneak peek of the ludicrously expensive jeans that were kind of a hot topic last year. I am not going to talk a lot about them, and I'm going to try not to talk about brands of the clothing in this video in general, so you should be safe from that kind of influencing, but that's what's in store in the next segment of this video. All right, let's get into it. We begin with what I currently have on, the button-down top and the pants. And I don't think I'm going to do a formal tally of whether I would wear it or not, because I would probably wear all of these outfits, to be honest. So we'll see. I'll do some chats about ones that I feel less good in, perhaps. But yeah, I would definitely wear this. And again, I think the shape of the pants saves it from being a boring run-of-the-mill kind of button-up and trousers outfit. All right, so we just started with the one I was wearing, but I might go to sweaters now. So this is a pink sweater. I would probably style this in the kind of sandwich way of having either pink shoes or this is just a demonstration for seeing the sandwich colors, because these are my house slippers, so I would not wear these out, otherwise I would not be able to wear them at home again. But yeah, I think it's a nice little contrast between the feminine color and cut of the sweater and the kind of balloon shape of the pants. Here we have the oversized outfit with the big chunky sweater and the big pants, and I actually really like this vibe. It's kind of giving me ultimate coziness. Could definitely layer thermals under these pants too. There's enough room, so if it was a really cold day, this would be great. And despite not being totally sure about black and blue, I think this really works, especially with the brighter blue. I have some navy pieces coming up as well, so we can evaluate whether the closer shades of black and blue work with these pants as well. Coming in with the grandma vest. Iconic. Can never let go of this one. Could definitely layer over a collared shirt or even a t-shirt for a contrasting color if I wanted to do like white underneath. I think this is a cool kind of more eclectic look, maybe a little more artistic with the colors of the vest. Classic kind of homeware look with the oversized crew neck sweatshirt. That was one of my no-buy fails of 2024. Not a regret though. Really love this. Says something about me as far as my identity. I grew up in South Dakota as a child, and it's got the Badlands kind of animals on it. And it goes on the back too. Back to my other kind of shirting option. I have the collared button-ups, and I also have this one that's a little more feminine. I almost said the brand name there, but I'm refraining. It's a more feminine cut. That's the important pertinent details. Without a collar, and it's got a floral print, but it's not too girly of a floral. I'm trying to resist the millennial urge to tuck in all of my shirts, so I've left this one out. It is kind of more free and breezy that way. Kind of a good feeling, actually. Maybe I could get used to it. Although maybe this is one of the instances where the shirt should be tucked. I don't know. I'm not claiming to be a style expert after all. This is not a channel where I tell you what to wear. It's just a channel where I explore using and enjoying my own stuff that I already have. Just a little peek at what this would look like, maybe in summertime wear with a tank top. Trying to preserve some modesty here because I'm just at home. Didn't put on the full kit for daily wear. I, again, wouldn't necessarily do the black and the brown, but it's just something to explore and see how the colors kind of relate to each other. I think it could work, actually. It's not something that's really throwing me off. I guess that's the perk of neutrals, is that they can really work in multiple ways. And again, with one of the things I have a lot of in my wardrobe, the tube tops. It is winter, and I would normally wear kind of, covers in this area to preserve my modesty or, free the nipple and all that, but we're on the internet here. I don't need everybody being able to take clips of this for whatever purposes. So this is what it's like with one of my favorite tube tops. And now freedom with the blazer on for modesty. This is an interesting look because it is also very oversized. And with the colors playing together, with the lavender here, I think I would like it better with another pop of lavender. So either on my shoes, I have sneakers that have a lavender logo, or possibly like a handbag or something like that. I think the first thing I would do here is put the shoes on with the lavender logo, and that would tie it in really nicely and also kind of put it into the realm of casual with sneakers and a blazer. So that's what I would do. Do I need to show you? Is this leaving you hanging if I don't? All right, for the sake of the content, I am back to show you with the sneakers. There we go, lavender, lavender. And that would be the outfit. And the more I try on these pants with different outfits, different tops, the more I actually like them, as weird and unique as they may be. So I think that's a good sign. Another kind of possibly more formal top with the kind of satiny material. Casualized again because I still have the lavender base, but if I had like a black undershirt, I could maybe wear non-sneakers and have like a really put together looking outfit, maybe for work. Honestly, I could wear this to work too because sneakers are totally okay for my dress code. Not that I'm making outfit recommendations for other people, but you know, there are ways to casualize or formalize various different outfits no matter what the base pieces are. And now we enter the land of more general tops. So this is just a striped shirt. Cotton shirt, 3/4 sleeves. This is what it looks like. And I guess this is a case of the less classic pant shape breathing life into a more classic top that I was honestly considering whether I should keep or not, and have kept for functional reasons rather than love of style reasons. But this is making me love the simple style of this top again. So feeling good about this. I'm actually curious as to whether the jeans are going to do the same thing. So maybe I'll take a pants break moment to compare. And here they are in casual version with the jeans. And I gotta say, the outfit is extremely comfortable. Like much more comfortable than any other jeans that I own. And the kind of hybrid effect of the shape, you know, the more trouser shape of these is again kind of giving me new life as far as everything else in my wardrobe. I do think that this particular outfit is a little too basic still for my liking. You know, I might have to kind of pair an unexpected shoe with this in order to feel kind of dressed, at least as far as to my own preferences and taste. But, you know, there's nothing wrong with this, and it is an improvement still. You know, like I said, I was thinking about whether I should keep the shirt or not, and I like it better with these pants than I do with any of my more, like, traditional trousers or other jeans. And then, you know, with casual things like the tube top, it makes, like, a really, really perfect summer outfit, because it's, like, kind of more uncovered on top, where you would get hot, and then more covered, but loosely on the bottom. So this is, like, the ideal as far as summer full-length denim, at least for me. And now we have a silky Cupro shirt that I have machine washed before, so it's going to be able to stay in my wardrobe. Even though it was heavily influenced, I do like this particular shirt quite a lot. It's got line drawings on it. Every time I see a hole in the stitching, I will repair it, even though it irritates me every time that a fairly expensive shirt would need so much mending and repairing. But I will continue to love it and wear it and keep it and repair it so that I can continue to get the use out of it. Makes it more of an artistic leaning outfit, I feel like. We're going to do kind of 2 for 1 here. This is a form-fitted graphic t-shirt. Yes, my birthday's in January, so this is what it looks like, just a t-shirt in these pants. And then we're going to put on the kind of summer overlayer of a navy blue linen shirt. And see what happens when we pair these kind of closer colors of navy and black. I mean, I think it definitely can work, but I also think that I instinctively don't like it because it does feel a little bit kind of mismatched or too close for matching. Or let's just say I think maybe with accessories that show the intentionality of my dressing, it would be easier for me to believe, I guess. This is an outfit that I could imagine having a watch with, or like other kind of maybe jewelry choices and an intentional shoe. Or honestly, I guess even just a white sneaker would kind of help with that. I do like the contrast of the darker overlayer and the white inner here with the pants. Staying in the land of navy blue with the shirt that I don't wear, but I can't bring myself to get rid of. It's like a very feminine designed navy blue kind of square neck, kind of scalloped hem, knitted in a kind of lacy style designed top. I'll come a little closer. Again, sorry for the poor choice of underwear. So objectively beautiful as far as the shirt. I just don't wear it and want to wear it more, I think. I want to give it more chances. Does it work with these pants, though? I mean, there's no reason that it really doesn't work. It's not my intuitive way to pair it. But, I mean, there we go. Let's see what it looks like with the jeans. I mean, again, very normal, very believable outfit. But the jeans silhouette does kind of make it a little more appetizing, attractive to me, versus just a regular kind of straight, even skinny, or what else? I really just have straight and skinny or like slightly relaxed pair of jeans. So just a little bit of extra fabric kind of makes it a little more exciting to think about wearing this top. I don't know. I have to think about it some more. I guess the bottom line is I won't be surprised if this shirt does eventually get decluttered. And back with the turtleneck and totally messed up hair, so might as well get both options of pants in there. And there we go. Back to the Tobi pants. Why had I not heard of these before? It's something I'm wondering. I mean, I can imagine this with one of my yellow pairs of shoes, and this just being a really fun but very basic outfit right here. We're gonna put this vest over the top. The quilted vest, that was another one of my 2024 no-buy fails. But it does add a lot, actually, when I play with it in my wardrobe. It's the layered look without the bulk of layers with sleeves, I guess. And I do actually like it, even just as this kind of impromptu trying things on outfit. It's one of the fewer printed pieces in my wardrobe, on balance, I guess. And I guess in some ways that does make it a fairly impactful piece to have added to my wardrobe. Stepping into the land of cobalt blue with one of the skin-tight tops that I was most excited to wear with the jeans, because I was excited for that silhouette of slim on top and more kind of baggy on bottom. So here they are with the black pants. And I guess they actually do have a cobalt blue accent there on the back belt loop, so that's kind of cool. And if I wanted to wear them higher, I could belt these, you know, and go about that high with them. And just for posterity, since I said this was one of the outfits I was most excited to recreate with the jeans as opposed to the ones that I had last year, here it is, the cobalt blue top, jeans, and gray blazer. And I think I had blue shoes on in that outfit, but I want to minimize the shoe contact with my carpeted floors. Oh, to hell with it. If we're gonna do it, we're gonna do it all the way. And I guess I will vacuum. So there's that fantasy outfit executed in reality. One of the other interesting things in my wardrobe thus far is that I've really shied away from wearing black. And I think that has limited some of my styling possibilities because of my love of color. So I have my yellow shoes on, bright blue top again, and the black base really does allow for these colors to kind of shine and almost be like a color blocking effect, even though they're such small parts of the outfit comparatively. And so this, as my kind of one large black casual article of clothing, might add a lot more mileage to my existing clothes in a lot of unforeseen ways. That's not to say that I'm going to add more black to my wardrobe. I could also start wearing more of my concert black pieces in everyday settings, but it is just an observation as far as, you know, not needing more of what I'm enjoying about this, but just why I might be enjoying it. Speaking of all black, this is what that would look like. So again, playing with the tight on top, loose on bottom silhouette and pop of color in the shoes. Even though it's all black, I do prefer the shirt kind of showing the waistband of the pants. This might actually be some kind of first iteration of what I wear when I take these out to work. I haven't worn these pants to work yet. I do anticipate getting either some funny looks or maybe compliments because they are kind of unusual and I do live in a smaller city. So it's pretty rare to see people kind of dressed as avant-garde as these pants represent, as weird as that is to say. You know, it's just a piece of fabric cut in maybe a less traditional way, but I probably will do a soft launch as far as downplaying the rest of the outfit in order to make the pants the star and also maybe not draw too many comments. Although that could be backwards thinking, right? If I pair them with the oversized blue sweater, then the pants look pretty normal in the context of the oversizedness of the outfit. So who knows? But I am excited to wear these when we go back to work in January. And the grand finale for this video, or the final question, is how do they look with a really oversized t-shirt? My favorite graphic tee perhaps is this penguin one. Again, it goes all the way around the back and it's local to me as far as, I mean, I thrifted it. It's vintage, or I don't know how old it has to be vintage, but it's not a recent, it's not available at the gift shop at the zoo is where this is from. An older years model, but this is The last outfit I'll share here. I have this shirt in a smaller size as well because I loved it that much and found two versions. I found one at a thrift store and one online after liking it so much and kind of wanting to be able to wear. I thought I couldn't wear this one to work is what it was. Like I got a size that's more true to me to look more polished and formal, but I have been wearing this one to work anyway, the big floofy oversized one. So maybe should not have bought the duplicate. This was back in 2023, so before no buy, when I was kind of shopping more wantonly and impulsively and with impunity and all that. So this will be where I leave you today with the fully messed up hair and the oversized penguin shirt. Dare I bring a purse into this? Okay, I do dare. I shall. This is one of the combinations I was most looking forward to when imagining this sky blue purse. And here it is. Here it is, all together in its glory. The kind of artistic, delicate elements of this really balancing out the big, voluminous elements of the pants really nicely. This might actually have to be the first outfit that I debut with these pants. Although, of course, my bag will not be staying on my person throughout my whole workday, so the effect will be slightly diminished when I have to put it down. All right, well, thank you so much for watching this month's wardrobe experiment. Let me know how you're doing with using and appreciating the things that you already have in favor of not buying anything new. Bye for now, and I'll see you in the next one.